What's up, guys? It looks like we don't have very many people in the live right now, but if you are here, please tell me if you can hear me and tell me if I'm lagging or not. We had an issue with the lagging with Stan Saturday, and I'm not sure if I fixed it. And if we are lagging and it doesn't have good video, I can switch something up and maybe just go live straight through YouTube instead of this the StreamYard software. I think if it is lagging and it is some type of weak connection, um, it's probably the StreamYard and not my connection. I ran a check on my internet and I'm moving super fast. So if I'm lagging, let me know and we'll try to figure it out. Sounds like we're all clear. Microphone's good. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Uncle Luke's Live. Uh, Today, I wanted to talk, hear you loud and clear, and the voice is matching your mouth. Thank you, Tom. Awesome guys. We got Rodrigo Mendez, JJ Velez, La Casa Famosa 3, Tom Graber, Juan Garcia. Lots of good people in here. We had a guy in here earlier who's going to be, he's actually on a plane out of Fort Lauderdale right now, but he was down over towards the Conrad in Fort Lauderdale. So we've got some people in here, guys. I have a new segment tonight, and I'm going to get to that about 7:30. So about 30 minutes, we're going to do a new segment. I don't know if you guys are going to like it, but it's different. I don't see anybody else doing this, but it's got to do with some international snick snacks. So we're gonna talk about some international snick snacks, and we're going to show you and try some of these international snick snacks. And if you're watching right now, comment and tell me what country do you think our snick snacks are going to be from tonight. Uh, it was kind of random, and I'm kind of surprised where they came from, but I'm also really excited to try it. And Carlos is going to help us out, and we're going to rate the snick snacks. So about 7:30, we'll do that. But for right now, if you guys have any questions, obviously you showed up, so you get priority. I'll answer your question. But I also wanted to talk about my community page, where I asked you guys a few days ago for your controversial points and miles opinions. And I got a lot of really good. Okay, Phil Mo's in the house, Michael. I got a lot of really good opinions, and I wanted to make it all really cool and look good on here. And I downloaded all the pictures, and this is kind of what it came out as. If you can see, if you can see this way up here, that's how big they are. So I'm going to have to read them. So I don't know how to change that to bigger, but I'll read the opinions. And if you have your opinions on here, that's awesome. I don't know if I'll be able to get to all of them because you guys left a lot of pretty controversial opinions. JJ says, do the Bengals have a chance tonight? JJ, Joe Burrow generally owns the Ravens, even in Baltimore. And here's the thing. The Bengals are not very good this year. However, any game that Joe Burrow is playing in, we have a chance. Just the way it is. He's that good. So we have a chance. I think we're going to win tonight. I think the Bengals beat the Ravens. Anthony James. Oh, Anthony James and Lexi are down in Destin. Very cool. Very awesome. I hope you enjoy yourselves down there. That's a beautiful, beautiful place. Mahaki just transferred some credit limit to a Quicksilver, and then product changed it to a Venture X. Nice move. Nice moves, Mahaki. Good job. So teeny tiny. What's teeny tiny? Okay. I don't know what teeny. Who's Michael? Who's teeny tiny? We'll see. Old school says if you could only have one credit card, which would it be? There's two that could come to mind. Well, there's three that could come to mind for me. One is the Capital One Venture X. I think that's an easy choice. I don't mind using the portal for things, and double miles keeps me in the travel game. That's my number one. But the CSR is not a bad one card setup either. Not obviously not. We're not going to do that, but you can still earn and get great benefits. But the third and the wild card is the Redstone Federal Credit Union Visa. 5% cash back on gas, 5% cash back on dining. There's caps, 3% cash back on groceries, and 1.5% cash back on everything else. That's a pretty good cash back option. Thankfully, we don't have to have just one card. But I think out of those three, I'm taking the Venture X. And I hate to say it, guys, but I could still kill it with just the Venture X. Anthony says, if my hot take didn't make it list, I'm going to take it personally. That's okay. We'll find it. We'll find yours. Since you're here, we'll find it. I think there were 50 of them, though. And I don't think we have the time to do 50 of them because I actually want to get your guys' opinions on some of these other opinions. The controversial comment that you showed in the top right corner was very small. No, Michael, it is super small. Those images won't work for this, so I'm just going to have to read them. Glenn Ardonia, my Filipino head of security, says, go Bengals, go Venture X. Glenn Ardonia has been all over the planet this year with his Venture X. We might have to have him on the show just so he can talk about how he absolutely kills this game with mostly just the Venture X. I don't even know where he must have been. He must have went to 7 or 8 countries last month. I couldn't even keep up with him on Instagram. All right, Michael's looking forward to the controversy. Philmo says Venture X is the right answer. Boxer got a pizza. Can't wait for this one. Nice. We super appreciate you showing up, Boxer, and everybody else who's here. Anthony James just got the City Strata Premier. That's what I'm using right now for I'm trying to get the retention offer, 10,000 points, but it's still a great card to use. So Snazzy Ski. I don't know if he's in here. Doesn't look like it. But Snazzy Ski hot take. Chase is outdated, and their products aren't as good value as they were 5 years ago. I have completely switched to City apart from my Prime card and my Freedom Unlimited. What do you guys think? Is Chase outdated? Are their products not as good as they were 5 years ago? I don't think he's lying. I don't know if they're outdated or the competition is getting better. City, listen, I'm telling you right now, there's 2 things City could do that, in my opinion, could flip this game on its head. If City comes back with that Strata Premier, and it's just like the Premier card that they used to have, not Premier, Prestige, the Prestige, the Premier travel card. If they come back out with that, and they get American Airlines as a transfer partner, it's over. The game has completely changed. City automatically becomes a super player. It's just my opinion. What we got here? David Vallejo needs to learn more about AA miles and redemptions. Do you have specific videos about a breakdown? No, but I can do one. I really, for whatever reason, my best ever videos are all American Airlines videos. Counter everything. No City Premier love for a single card. It's not a bad answer. Not a bad answer at all, but I think the Venture X beats it just because of well, I don't know. Because Venture X has more benefits. I'm going to get lounge access. I'm going to get primary rental car insurance. And it doesn't really cost anything. I hate to say that, but it doesn't really cost anything. So the City Premier is a great option for a one-card setup also. James Hughes says I need to change the CFU. I don't even have the CFU. The only way I would get it would be for the bonus, if I was bonus hunting and under 524. But I don't ever really see me getting that card. Anthony James says City's absolutely the best trifecta for most people. Chad's Money Minutes is in the house. What's up, Chad? I was thinking about you today. I was thinking about planning a Florida trip next year. Bengals are in Miami next year, and I'm going to take Carlos down to Miami because I'm not getting season tickets next year. So we're going to do a couple of away games, but maybe we can meet up down there. That'd be fun. But yeah, City, for most folks, I think is a really good setup. Couple things they're lacking, but City is definitely high on my list. If they would just make a couple tweaks, get that Prestige card out there, and Cesar Joel, mi hermano's in the house, said he's transferring all his Amex points to Marriott. I don't believe you. Philmo says if Chase just had a flat two times card and a grocery category. Here's the thing, man. They don't have a regular gas category on the personal side. They don't have a regular grocery category on the personal side. I think that hurts a lot. Uh, I'll do you one better, Philmon. On the opposite end of the spectrum, if Chase lost its referral program, we might not even talk about him. John McKinstry's in the house. JJ says, if you were in a United hub, which United card would benefit you the most? I'm not in a United hub, and because of that, I haven't researched them all that well. But if I was in a United hub and I was a big time United guy, I would probably get the one that gave me United Club access. And I think I would just use that instead of maybe a platinum alternative. Anthony James says, do you think credit card companies watch channels like this to see what? You know what I do? I maybe not this one, but they might watch the bigger ones. And because some of these YouTubers that the channels aren't very big, they're still getting picked up by the bloggers. And I think, I don't know this, but I seem to think that the bloggers might have connections to the credit card marketing teams and stuff. They get information early, stuff like that. That's not something that's going on with me, but I think if something gets, 5 or 10, 15,000 views, maybe somebody might pick it up at one of the card companies. I don't know. Just heard City trademarked Strata Select. Okay. Dong Kim, the man with the coolest name in the game, is in the house. What's up, Dong? Joe Phillips says there's a decent United lounge out there. I don't know. I stopped it. The only one I've ever been in was Houston. When I took my dad to Panama back in January, we flew first class, and they counted that as an international first class flight. We had access to the lounge. Wasn't bad. Wasn't great. What about a City Strata Select $299 annual fee with an AA transfer? Listen, man, City gets AA. I don't know. I might be all the way in on City as a primary. I like American Airlines miles that much. But Brad is right. If City did get AA, you might be looking at some type of future devaluation, and that would suck. M2K got the AA card. Quest, United Club, Infinite, or Business. Okay. See, I'm not really well versed on the United cards because I just don't fly them that much. What's your prediction on tonight's game? 500 yards from Joe Burrow, but only like 3 touchdowns because they're going to run the football. And that's a crazy prediction. Big plays by the Cincinnati defense, who's struggled so much this year, but we're going to shock the world tonight. We're going to do it. They're going to be talking about us tomorrow. We'll be like 5-5 or 4-4 or whatever. I think we'll be 500 when we win tonight. And all those talking heads will be talking about Joe Burrow and the Bengals. And we're going to do it without T. Higgins because for some reason T. Higgins won't play. Maheki, Luke, you also product changed? Yes, I product changed to the Venture X. I didn't get a bonus. I got it not long after it got out or came out, and I didn't think I would get approved for it. So I did a product change to it. And I don't regret it. I didn't get the bonus. It's an easy card to get referral points, and you can get 100,000 referral miles a year. So I'm glad I got it. And it's been in my stack. It's been in my wallet since then. I'm a big fan of the Venture X. All right, let me get to some more unpopular or controversial opinions. Cesar Joel, who may still be around here, he says, I had transferred MR points to Hilton in the past when there's a 30% bonus, and I don't regret it, and I'm going to do it again. What do you guys think? Transferring Amex MR points to Hilton with a 30% bonus. I have a secret, Cesar. I've done it, and I would do it again too. I just think if for the right Hilton property and the right Hilton experience, if you're a Diamond member, you can make some serious memories, even if the math doesn't quite blow your Aunt Connie's socks off. Hilton just has some amazing properties, and use your points, man. I would much rather transfer my MR points to Hilton with a 30% bonus than have them sit there not doing anything. That's easy. Joe Phillips says he'll take any deal any day. I like your style. Matt, Have you gotten any use out of Virgin Atlantic with a 40% transfer bonus? I have not, and that is I'm going to go over this in a video either Saturday or next week, but my strategy is a little bit different right now because all my travel is booked for the next 11 months. I don't have any transferable currencies. I have very, very few transferable currencies in my stash right now. And I'm different than a lot of people. When I see a very low balance or a zero balance, it makes me happy. That means I've went somewhere or I'm going somewhere. So right now, I don't I don't have enough to transfer to Virgin. Robert, longtime friend of the channel. I product changed the Venture X2 after I denied for it. Yeah, I mean, you're missing the bonus. I get it, but it's just a great card. The two cards I always recommended people, even without the bonus, are the Venture X and the Amex Hilton Aspire. I think it's perfectly okay to get both those cards with no bonus because they're that strong. What's it? I'm sorry, it just jumped on me. Abel Lopez, have you gotten a City Strata Premier retention offer yet? Yeah. I got one. It was 10,000 miles for spending $3,000. And I think the other offer might have been spend $3,000 and you get the $95 annual fee back. Like I said, City gives you retention offers almost every year. They're small. But come on, 10,000 thank you points for just calling them. Yeah, absolutely. Come on, I'll do that. It's small, but it's a great card. And to get it for essentially no annual fee just by making a phone call, I think works. One True says nobody on their deathbed is going to say, I regret only getting 1.5 cents per point on that life-changing trip with a family. I can't disagree with that. I don't think you should always be okay getting 1.5 cents per point, though. I don't know. And here's what I mean. I think if you're always getting 1.5 cents per point, you're probably way better off with a cashback setup. Just math wise. How often do you use the AA hotel program? I don't think I've ever used it. But it is a great way to get loyalty points and American Airlines miles. I don't know if I've ever used it, but like I said, I got a video coming out. My hotel strategy is changing this year, and I'm maybe moving away from hotel loyalty programs and hotel credit cards and being a free agent, and that would put me in position to use things like the American Airlines hotel program or portals. Portals get a really bad rap, and I don't think those of us in this game should be worried about the portals being bad. You can pivot and adjust fire accordingly pretty easily in the travel game when you're in this game with us. Regular people might have more difficulty, but I don't think we'll ever have a problem. Robert J. also product the Aspire. Nice. Yeah, Aspire is a monster card. Michael Pythium, longtime friend of the channel. I think he's been around since way back when we were really small. Hey, Luke, do you know if you can product change Bank of America co-branded business cards? I do not know that. No, I don't know. And there's not a bunch of Bank of America product experts. Maybe ask Stan. Stan's a Bank of America guy, but I don't know if he has any co-branded cards. Vincent Pasquale, the Aviator Red has the easiest bonus and gives you a huge pile of AA miles, but you got to deal with Barclays. And Barclays sucks. Points Blank Travel, Senior Chief Rod is in the house. He says, what's up, Luke? What's up, Rod? Haven't heard from you for a while. Look like you're doing all right. Rod has a channel, Points Blank Travel. If you have not seen it, check it out. He's another guy that has a different perspective on stuff. And me personally, I like to see how other people do their business. Filmo just booked a flight to Orlando with the Capital One portal. Yeah, that's the thing, Filmo. Here's why they get a lot of heat, portals. People will say, well, I booked a hotel through the portal, and when I got to the hotel, they didn't know I was coming. They had no idea. And I can't deal with the hotel. Now I have to call the portal. I have to call the credit card issuer, and it's a huge pain in the butt. Let me tell you my portal experience last summer. Last summer, I used the Chase portal and I booked a flight from two flights. One was from Amsterdam to Malta, and then a flight from Malta to Zurich on, I don't know what the airline was called, but it was like Maltese Airlines. Maltese Airlines folded. It was no more. The government took it over under a different name and a different company. So I'm thinking this might be that huge pain in the butt that we're all talking about with portals, because I can't call the airline company because guess what? They don't exist anymore. I called Chase, maybe a 5-10 minute conversation. She called, she gets back with me, no problem. Everything was good, had no problems. So at least with Chase, in my experience, the people on the other end of that portal can take care of their business. So I'm not scared of the portals. I think you can get really good prices. I think you can get deals. I think James said the aviator card is straight from the devil. Fly with Rookie says, hey, Luke, how's it going? We're using the Aspire now in Hawaii. Flew the Neo here, first class on Delta. Nice work, Fly with Rookie. I like your style. Rod's been off the grid for a minute. Well, it's nice to see you back here. I'm sure you're doing something important. What do you use for a cashback supplement card to Chase? I don't understand what you mean. I have a video coming out with my cashback setup here in a few days, and I tell you exactly how I use a cashback setup. Fly with Rookie just hit us with a $2 super chat. Thank you, sir. I'm glad you're here with the live stream, and appreciate the super chat, man. What's he up here? People's okay. Paulo Liao. Hello, Luke. Just got the third denial for the Strata Premier. I feel you, man. Just have one personal AA car with City, $20,000 limit, almost never used, high amount of unused. That's a tough question. What would I recommend? If you really want that Strata Premier and they don't like you having that much amount of unused credit, one strategy that I don't know if is the best strategy, but maybe call them, lower your credit limit, and use the heck out of the card for 6 months and reapply. Don't know if that will work, but if you've applied for it 3 times, you obviously want it pretty bad. That would be what I would do, because if there's a card I want, I'll keep applying. All right, Rod's back this weekend, early next week. Take your time, man. This YouTube grind it's tough, man. You need a break. You can't, being a YouTube guy is it's for the birds sometimes, man. It's rough. I've been really less active in the last 6 weeks. Ever since we had our meetup in New Orleans, I've been less active, but trying to get back on track. And I think we're going to have a lot more uploads in the next 6 to 8 weeks. If you could pick one card from IHT or Hilton as a daily card, which would it be? Ooh, I don't want a daily card from either one. And I tell you why. I can buy both those points for half a penny each. So I want a cash back setup for IHG and Hilton, and I'll take all that cash back and buy IHG and Hilton points. If you nail me down and make me pick one, daily card, give me the Hilton business. I'll take 5 points on everything. Double animal fries. Uncle Luke, first time at your live. Looking forward to it, man. Hey, appreciate it, man. Welcome. We have a super good, cool community here. We rarely have any issues or problems. So thanks for showing up. Certain cash value when you're not sure to use. No, I use points mostly. But when you're talking about a certain cash value where you're not sure to use. Oh, you talking about for Boxer? Are you talking about for bookings or for using a card? If it's for a booking, yeah, if it's a small amount of money, I might pay cash if it's not a good value. But a lot of times I want to use my points if I can make any sense of it at all. What's the point? Are you still aiming for AA Platinum Pro status? I don't think so. I got Platinum for this year, and I haven't earned any loyalty points at all in 2024. So I thought about trying to kind of rush it the last 3 months. I don't think that's going to happen. But we'll see. Right now, I have no plans for trying to get status because I'm not flying economy anymore. So I'm only going to fly business and first. So I don't really care about status. Dirk Little, thank you, sir. He just hit us with a $2 super chat. Says a little early, but happy Veterans Day. Thank you, Dirk. You have a happy Veterans Day too. It's my favorite holiday. Rob Rules trying to get the business Venture X. Question: when I secure it, how can I go back to get the saver? 30 days. With Capital One, man, I would wait. I would just wait. I know they have some. I would maybe Google their application rules, because I think they might have to wait 6 months. But I would wait 6 months, because that saver is a good pickup and a great complement to that business Venture X. So I would try to wait as long as possible just to make it a good app. Oh, Rod's got 3 channels. Yeah, man, that's a grind, dude. You need to slow it down, Rod. Slow it down and take it easy for a minute. Ben Trimble is someone who has to position for flights. Which major airport do you prefer to depart for Europe or Asia? That's a great question. And here's why it's tough, because JFK has a lot of lounges. And normally when I position, I've got like a 4-hour layover. But I do like Washington Dulles more, if that makes sense. My experience has been Washington Dulles, Boston, JFK, and Chicago. Chicago's last on the list. I don't want to go there. JFK is kind of hectic and kind of busy. If I had to pick, I'd think I'd doing Washington Dulles, IAD. I think that's IAD. They got a Capital One lounge there. It's sweet. It's really nice. I'm gonna do Washington Dulles if I can pick. Mahiki. When does the annual fee post when you product change the Venture X? The product change date or the original? That's a tough, man, because I feel like when I product changed it, it took them a while to give me an annual fee. It might have took 6 weeks, but I product changed like a Quicksilver or something free, something with no annual fee, and I'm pretty sure about 4 to 6 weeks after I got the Venture X, they hit me with the annual fee. Yeah, like Cesar says, hit. Let me see if I got it. Oh yeah, hit that like. Look at that. Hit the like button, guys. We got 140 people in here. Some of you getting ready to watch the Bengals beat up on the Ravens. We'll see. But 140, 139 people. Super appreciate it. Kid Cat's in the house. What's up, man? What's the points? How are you finding domestic first class that's not crazy expensive? Well, here's the thing. They are crazy expensive, but I'm not afraid to spend those points. Now, if I'm flying a 2-hour and 20-minute flight from Columbus to Miami, probably not going to worry about first class. But if that same flight is a positioning flight to JFK, where I'm flying overseas, I'm making it first class because I want to continue with the good vibes and the good plans for the whole trip. Delta is my path to JFK for the most part. United is my path to Washington Dulles, and I haven't seen too many of them that are expensive. And here's the other thing: Flying Blue usually lets me add that positioning flight to the whole itinerary for not much more. Flying Blue is a champion program. Habisha Finance hit us with a 10-piece. Thank you so much, Habisha. That's a very, very grateful for that. And thanks for joining us tonight. It's awesome, man. We are getting close to our next segment, which is International Snick Snacks. And I'm really curious what you guys think about this segment, because I'm kind of excited about it. Carlos is going to come up and join us. Bills fan for life, Bengals fans tonight. Man, I like the Bills and their fans. Fly with Rookie just hit us with a 10-piece. Charlie, you have to put clothes on. Yeah, put shorts and t-shirt on. I said so. Fly with Rookie, thank you for the 10 spot. Much appreciated. He says, I've been using your line when it comes to flights. I don't deserve to live like that. Hey, man, none of us in this chat deserve to live like the economy life. I don't particularly care for airline status. We always fly business and first. Yeah. Listen, you guys that are in here, because you are financially responsible and you're doing your research and you're doing the work and you're doing things you're supposed to do, you don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. If you don't want to fly economy, don't feel like you have to. You guys that don't mind economy, do your thing. Please don't come to Dulles. Why can't I come to Dulles? Never mind. Stan, the credit frog, is in the house, and he just hit us with a big-time 10-piece. Says, my boy Luke, looking handsome as always. Now, Stan, don't forget, devastatingly handsome and very difficult to kidnap. This money must be used for an economy flight. Well, the Bengals play the Dolphins in Miami next year. Probably going to hit economy down there. Maybe. All right. Come on in here, Carlos. Guys, we have a new segment, and I think I'm the only one that's done this so far. You have to squeeze in here, buddy. You pick that up. Let me move. There, you're good. So we were contacted by this company. Well, trytreats.com. Hold on. And what we're not yet. What we're going to do is let me give me just 1 second to clear out some of this stuff. All right. This is International Snick Snacks from trytreats.com. What they do is, let me see this, Charlie. Snacks from around the world delivered to your door monthly. It's like a subscription service, and it's a box of treats, but they'll do a theme. Now, we've opened this, but we didn't really, here, put it up there. We didn't really look in there. So I want to show you, let me see, Charlie. We didn't really see what all is in here, but what we're going to, and see there, it's Charlie actually recognized the flag. It's from South Korea. And let me see. They give you a little informational, I'm sorry, that's not all that great, but a little informational thing about the treats that are in the box. We're going to rip this open.
Toasted seaweed by Sam Jude.
Here, put it right there. They can't hear you.
Okay.
Here, let's get to that in a minute. We have Seoul, South Korea. Gives you a little information about Seoul, which I think is super cool. Some Korea facts and how to explore Korea. And guys, for all the travelers and stuff, this is probably pretty interesting. Anybody here? Look at that. Look at the camera. Has anybody here been to South Korea? I'm really interested in if you know any of these places, or if you know any of these Snick Snacks. Oh yeah. Here's we're not getting. So that's kind of like what we're looking for. That says chocolate corns. So that's what it says. It says it's in English. So I'm going to get some of these things out and show them to you. Custard, cream cake, and this is kind of funny. You got it? Choco pie or cocoa pie? Oh boy. Oh, somebody said turtle. Turtle. I like turtles. This is turtle. Oh, Charlie. That's turtle chips. And I guess this is the toasted seaweed, which I think Charles is going to taste tonight.
I think so. Yes, I am.
So we're going to get all, and it's actually a lot of stuff. And some
what's that?
Gummies. Yogurt jelly. Yogurt jelly. So, guys, this live stream is not sponsored, but obviously we have a link. Obviously, we have a link for these, and if you do want to order some Try Treats, hey, listen, look. If you do want to order some Try Treats, I have a deal with Carlos here, and half of the money we earn from this commission goes to him, and the other half goes in his 529. So Carlos is getting into the YouTube game, and this is kind of how we're breaking them in. Butter coconut, sweet biscuit. All right, so Charlie's going to pick out a Snick Snack, and we're going to try just a couple. I don't want to make this too long, but we're going to try a couple, and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to try the chocolate corns.
We're going to try the chocolate corns.
All right. So
I'm trying the toasted seaweed.
Toasted seaweed. Oh, you want me to help you open it?
No, I don't. I'll open it.
Set it down on the table. Here, give me that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. This is not the eating room. This is the studio, so we have to keep it somewhat clean. Oh boy.
Ooh, that looks kind of good.
Yeah, let's look at toasted seaweed. So Carlos is going to try. It's just a little.
Just a big bite.
Here, taste it. Place it on camera. What's it taste like? We're supposed to both taste them. I didn't really want to, but.
What?
Oh,
It's salty at the end.
yeah, it's salty. It's
It's salty.
not my thing,
Yeah.
but not as bad as I thought it was.
Yeah.
That's toasted seaweed or nori, good with rice. Okay, so you guys know some of these things. No. All
I know
right.
you can, Mom.
Next up, we're going to try these chocolate corns, and it actually says corn. So
Might be corn.
we'll try a couple of these things, guys. I'm not going to take up too much of your time with it, but I just thought it was a nifty.
That sounds good.
Oh yeah, it's like a.
It's like a dump.
Oh wow, this is like a maybe like a cereal or a chocolate. James Yu says those are great. Dong Kim, you're Korean, correct? He says those are similar to kale chips.
What?
We can't eat all these.
What in here, Dad?
All right. Here. Turtle chips.
Now
Yeah, we're going to try two more things, and then we're going to move on.
I think I have an idea.
Here.
Now I'll try.
Oh boy, those are weird looking. Show them what it looks like.
Oh, pretty good.
Pick it up. What flavor? This is flamin' lime flavor.
Oh God.
Oh boy. Want one more? No. You okay? Here. So Carlos is not a fan of the flaming lime. He's a Midwestern white kid, so he's not quite into the spices just yet. You want to try one more? Choco pie? Yeah, we eat the same one. We'll try the same one. Choco pie. James says drink water, buddy.
That looks good.
Here, you can take a bite of it, and then I'll take a bite of it. That looks really good. Show them. Oh, Susupra is watching from the Korean Air Lounge in Incheon in Seoul. Awesome, buddy. Let me try. Is it good?
Yeah.
Oh, out of 5.
5.
Okay, so
I say 5.
oh, that's tasty. Okay, so
And we gotta rate this one.
let me sum it up, guys. We're going to rate these for you. The seaweed.
I mean, I'd say like a 3.5.
3.5 out of 5. Okay. What about the choco corns? You know you like those.
I don't want to give it a 5.
It's a 5. It's good.
4.9.
4.9. Turtle chips. Lime, flaming lime flavor. I like the flaming part. I'm going to give that a 5. He doesn't like it. I'm going to give it a 5 for sure. And last one, the choco pie. Then you're going to want to take that with you, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Bye, guys. See you next Thursday.
Two Thursday. We do every other Thursday now. So here's your job. Take this.
Well, I'm gonna ask Mom to try
Give
it.
that to Mom.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask her to try it.
Give that to Mom, and
You keep it this one.
I'll bring them down when I'm done.
Okay.
And we'll watch the game with them.
And Mom has to try the ones we tried.
Yep.
Including.
Say goodbye, guys.
Bye, guys. Stay Tuesday.
Say like and subscribe and get some
Like
get
and
some treats.
subscribe. Go get some treats.
Okay, all
Go
right.
get him.
Thank you, sir. All right, guys. Tell me what you think about that segment, because I think it's really cool, because not only do we all travel, and Super also dropped us a 5 spot, which I super appreciate, Super. Awesome. Thank you. I hope I kind of distracted a little bit. I hope I didn't miss anything. But it looks like a lot of you guys know what those snacks are. And if you've been to Korea, I think it would be really cool to order a box of snacks from Korea. One thing with my son, when our first international trip was to Dublin, Ireland, and we had Buenos, the candy bar Buenos. I don't know where they're from, but when we see them in like a supermarket now, we always think back, hey, Buenos, remember that? And it's one way to kind of, keep a memory going. I just think it's a really cool thing. Like I said, guys, this video is not sponsored. This stream is not sponsored. However, I am partnering with Try Treats, and I have all the information in the description below. And this is Carlos's first foray into the YouTube game, so he's going to earn money from any kind of boxes we sell. I do have a link. Like I said, all the information is in the description. I think it's a cool subscription service. I would order one. I think it was really cool. So I appreciate you guys sticking with that. I know it's a little bit of a distraction. Tell me what you think about that, and if we should keep that segment in the live streams. Chocolate turtle chips are good. Wow. Yeah, I would like that. I like these flaming limes. I really do. Oh, 2 ads in 5 minutes. Okay. So we'll try to fix that. I don't actually have much control over that, but we'll definitely try to fix that. Try to see if we can lower the rate of ads. So sorry about that. If you're getting too many ads, not really my thing. Aloha Danica, Choco pie is marshmallow covered with chocolate. It's really good. We still have probably 10 other things in that box. I didn't want to sit here for a half an hour eating snacks, but really cool product. Julia says, hey, Luke, do you count Chase Amex offers towards annual fees? How do you treat them for no annual fee cards? I don't ever use them as a basis for like some people call effective annual fees, but I do. Sorry guys, I'm trying to move this, but I do kind of factor them in because I do get a lot of value from them. So if I'm factoring in maybe an Amex green card with $150 annual fee, obviously you'll get a lot of that back with your clear credit, but I'll look at the end of the year and it'll show you maybe I get $250. That'll definitely factor in whether I keep the card, because I do value those offers and the deals, and they're even better when you're not bonus hunting all the time. Filmo says that was fun. Need a Carlos rating system. Now, see, we were supposed to do 5 stars, and we as soon as we brought the snacks out, we kind of forgot. But that's kind of how we are, man. We're not as talented as some other people. We need a couple reps to get a good one going. Michael Pythium said it's nice to have a mix up in the content. All right, thank you, sir. I like it. I kind of thought it was interesting. David Ruiz says he's only gotten 1 ad, so maybe some people are just targeted. Sunny B, are you buying Hawaiian miles at 1.25 cents per point or Finnair Avios at 1.13? Not right now. I think those are legitimate prices? Yes, I think when you buy the Hawaiian at 1.25 and you immediately transfer them to Alaska, you'll get your money back. I think that's a good idea. Finnair, a little bit tougher for me because they are so easy to earn with BA and Iberia. I think it's a good idea if you have a use case for them. I'm not buying those right now. Like I said, I have all my travel booked for like the next 11 months. So I don't want to be 2 points heavy. But I do have a bonus to hunt fairly soon. So I do think in January, when the new calendar year comes, I'll be buying IHG and Hilton points. Michael Pythium, public service announcement. If you consume over 5 hours of YouTube a week, he would definitely recommend the YouTube Premium. Changed his life. I agree. I don't have it. It's just because I'm cheap. I'm sorry. I could probably really use it. I consume a lot of YouTube. Maybe I'll get it. Maybe I'll splurge and try to get that. David Maib, debating on whether I should get the Ink Preferred, but he's not happy he missed 120K versus the 90K. I don't ever worry about that. I get it when I want it. You can dwell on the cost of missing an opportunity, but you're not going to get that opportunity back just by thinking about it. How often do they run the 120? Here's my thing, man. I will never wait for a better offer if it's a card I want. I'll just get it. Because that 90,000 UR points I have, I'm going to spend them before that offer even gets here. Sean says, great show. I think a great segment to the show would be to have people send you a possible trip. Hey, I want to show you how to. That's tough, man. That's a great idea. But Sean, here's the thing. Booking those trips with points, it gives me a headache. It's sometimes it's very difficult. And I don't do it as a paid service. I've been asked a lot to do it for a paid service, and I won't even do it to get paid. So it's a great idea, but sometimes it's so hard because it's a good idea. We'll think about it. Everything's hard, right? So we'll figure it out. Counter Everything's got $100 back on his Blue Cash every day in 6 months. It's awesome, dude. Joe Phillips transferred to Avianca. Points still not showing up. That's interesting. If you can tell me, who did you transfer them from? And I might call them. 5 days is a lot. Or, make a Google search and see if that's normal. I've never had that happen before. That's always been instant for me. But I think you may be transferring to somewhere I haven't transferred to. Uncle Luke, which has the same name as me, we look like brothers. You can YouTube Premium in Brazil for $5 a month. That's pretty good. Uncle Luke, are you in Brazil? You living in Brazil? Monday says it's the best subscription he owns. David Ruiz says, can you still apply for the Ink Unlimited tonight? I'm almost positive that offer went away at 7 a.m. this morning. So I believe that is not the offer right now. Chawe. Hello, Uncle Luke. I have lots of Amex points. I'm sorry. Should I transfer to Hawaiian and then to Alaskan? I live in Seattle. Thanks. I can't give you that answer, Chawe. I can tell you that I transferred all my Amex points to Hawaiian and then over to Alaska. That's because I know I will use Alaskan miles for so many different things. And I don't think I'll ever get the opportunity to have that many Alaskan miles. So I did it. I can't say it's a great deal for you. Amex is offering a 35% bonus with Marriott. Now, here's somebody did ask me. Let me get some. Let me get back to these unpopular or controversial opinions real quick. Connor Hanley, is first class internationally worth the extra points versus business class? I think it is, depending on the airline. Yeah, I'm going to go with you, man. Depending on the airline. What do you guys think? Is first class worth it over business class internationally? I think it is when it's a specialty product. If you're getting the Singapore suites, yes. If you're getting Air France's La Premiere, yes. If it's just first class, maybe not. Longer flight, yes. Michael Pythium says, Joe, when did you make your account? If you just made it, there might be some issues. Sean says, would you say the best value of Capital One points is Vacasa for Hawaii or business or for business class? For me, business class flights. I don't do Vacasa. I'm not super learned on Vacasa's deal, but I don't really use those. And I'm sure it's a great deal, and maybe I'll look into it, but I like to use my Capital One miles for business class flights internationally, for sure. James Yu says, yeah, first class is worth it. Ian says, depends on the airline. JP Knowledge is in the house, boys. JP Knowledge is a big leaguer, and JP Knowledge actually has or at least he used to have, I'm pretty sure he still has it, a business to where he actually helps people redeem their points and miles for awesome trips. So if you are curious about that, if you wanted some paid help, JP Knowledge is your guy. And he's a big leaguer. He walks the walk for sure. He knows how to do all the good stuff. Michael Pythium says, if it's La Premier or Emirates First Class, then most definitely. And some other ones aren't, like American Airlines, probably not. But yeah, I think those. Hey, Millennial Money Mom is in the house. What's up, Mom? Thanks for joining us tonight. We're going to get back to a couple more of these controversial opinions. Oh, let me see here. James says the 25% Burger King discount from the Walmart Plus is the best Amex benefit. I don't know. I'm not allowed to eat Burger King anymore. But do I love Burger King? Yes. How much would 25% save me in a year? I might only go to Burger King once a year. Sean Thurston says, what's the absolute favorite use of miles? For me, we're going to get specific. And let me put this down because I do have a good answer for this. Oh, Millennial Mom went to the Centurion in Charlotte. Yeah, I like that one. They have some good like Southern type food. But Sean, my absolute favorite use of miles is when I have enough miles to take somebody to a crazy cool location that probably otherwise would never get a chance to go there. I'm going to have a video coming out pretty soon. You guys might, if you follow the channel, you know I went to Grand Cayman and I went to the Kimpton Seafire Resort, which those rooms are super expensive. It's the best sweet spot in IHG. Well, I'm going back and I'm getting 2 rooms, 70,000 points each, 4th night free, getting 2 rooms. It's an $8,000 check if you were paid cash for those 2 rooms. But I'm going to bring Carlos and my younger stepdaughter. And she doesn't travel a lot. The reason I'm doing it is because I made them all go get passports, and she's the only one that went and got one. So the trip we were going to go on got canceled. So since she went and got the passport, I have to book her somewhere to go. And it's a place where she may never have ever thought to even go, but once she gets there, swims with the stingrays and eats fish fritters or whatever, she's going to have. That's my favorite way to use my points and miles, is taking someone and showing them what we do, and knowing that they may have not thought of doing that or even known they could do that before. So that's my favorite. Because I've been a lot of places. I do love traveling, but that's not my favorite thing. My favorite thing will be the day. This is every old man dad dream. My favorite one will be the day where I can take a bunch of family members to Hawaii for 10 days and pay for it all with points and miles, and just be the old man, the patriarch that and provide that many people with, life-changing, awesome, once in a lifetime experience. Because not everybody can go to Hawaii. We can, because we're in this game. Derek likes using his Alaska miles to buy Best Buy gift cards. I like it, man. Oh, 2 miles %. Okay. All right, man. Michael Pythium. Hey, Luke, any chance you fly Starlux anytime soon? With all those Alaska miles, it's a great idea. Sorry, it's a great idea. I don't think it's going to be for me right now. Asia is tough for me because I do small trips, and Asia is so far away. But I am looking at a 2025 solo trip. I wanted to do Vietnam. I don't know if I can do Starlux to Vietnam, but that's a good question, Michael, and I'm going to keep it in mind. Uncle Luke loves the Kimpton Seafire. Just wish the resort fee wasn't $100 a night. It's too much. It is. It makes it hard to but the redemption's awesome. Nothing like a patriarchal dream. Yeah, well, I'm not saying patriarchal in the sense it's used nowadays in a negative sense. I want to be the old man that gifts this wonderful thing to everybody. It's like big league dad stuff, awesome dad stuff. All right. What is that? Tidu, Vietnam here. Yes, buddy. Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting to click on those so you guys can see the comments. Tidu, what's up, man? I want to go to Vietnam and I want to go solo, and I think I'm going to do it in 2025. So stick around, man. I probably have a lot of questions for you. JP Knowledge says for first class, it depends on how much more they're asking. JAL 60 or business for first. Yeah, that I like that. La Premier 200,000 plus versus 50K. Not worth it for me. I'm going to push back on that, JP. For a once in a lifetime, I know you can come off that 200,000 points. I know you can, and it won't be a big deal to you. So do it just the once. Citizen Zero. Oh, you can do Starlux to Vietnam. Okay. That's awesome. That's awesome. Citizen Zero. My wife and I are going to use 200,000 Capital One miles to visit sister in Paris. Any recommendations for a good transfer partner? Get the bank. Flying Blue, Air France, KLM. I don't know where you are, but if you are Midwest and East of that, you can get 50,000 K in business class, 55,000 K in business class. I'm flying to Morocco in January, and they let me do my entire itinerary with Flying Blue miles, and for 72,000, I'm going Columbus, JFK, Paris to Marrakesh. 72,000. That's brilliant. Fairly high taxes and fees, but yeah, Flying Blue all day. And Flying Blue is a strong partner. They fly to Singapore. Okay. I think Saigon. I'm sorry. Saigon is Ho Chi Minh City. Yeah, and that's where I want to go, I think. I think. I'm not really sure. But that's what do they fly there from the West Coast? Starlux West Coast to Saigon. Sounds like some research is going to get done this weekend. Woodsy's in the house. What's up, Woodsy? Let me since I'm caught up on the comments for the most part, let me get back to some of these Landkin. People really need to stop considering the Chase Freedom Unlimited as a viable part of the Chase trifecta and get a Chase Inc. cash instead. So we've got a couple different five. Well, I don't want to say that because somebody got mad at me for saying that last time. The Chase Freedom Unlimited is getting a lot of heat tonight. I agree. I don't think it's a very good card. I think the Chase Inc. cash, pound for pound, one of the strongest credit cards in the entire game. I think it's awesome. Okay, here we go. Now listen, Sonny. There's a couple places where I don't think I'm interested in asking if I can fly solo. And Rio de Janeiro might be one of them. Like Bangkok or Thailand and Rio de Janeiro. I don't know if I'm going to be asking to go solo. So if we go, I might take the whole troop there. And actually, Carlos just mentioned yesterday he wanted to see the Jesus statue in Rio de Janeiro. So that's a good possibility, man. I'll be looking you up if I go. Here's a good question, Sean. I've never booked a stay over on points. I never have. I started to look into it because I think it's a great idea, especially for like a solo trip for me. So I'm going to start looking into that. And Frequent Miler has a bunch of instructions on how to do that with Air Canada, particularly Air Canada. And I think that's what I would use. So no, I haven't. I'm going to look into it. Da Nang in Vietnam is beautiful. Yeah, Vietnam is really high on my list. I want to go there. I grew up in an era where the old veterans were Vietnam veterans. So I grew up. I grew up in the 80s and 90s. So our kind of older, a little bit older than my dad, they were Vietnam vets, and they talked about Vietnam. So I've always had the kind of the curiosity. I'd love to go over there and see what's up over there. So, and plus I've heard the Vietnamese people are super nice and friendly and really cool people. Oh boy. 70,000 A miles business class to Vietnam from Miami. I did not know that. Uncle Luke, you got me excited about that. And that's probably fairly cheap on taxes and fees. I like that. Is that on American Airlines or on something else? Starlux does fly to Vietnam. Total after a stopover. See, I don't know if I want to stop over in Taiwan. That's such a long flight. I'd like to get it out of the way because I don't have time. I would go to Vietnam for like 6 days and come back because I don't have time to be over there for a long time. The ladies in yeah, Ian, I can't travel for that, so that's why I don't think I'll go there. Anthony James, yeah, we there's a good chance we'll be in Destin at some point because we've never been. We usually go to South Florida, and we're kind of ready to take on a different part of Florida. So, and I do have a buddy who just bought a property down there. So yeah, I think I might look you up when I get down there. It's Notre Dame, the Jesus statue at Notre Dame. Oh man, how do credit card airport lounges compare to USOs? I don't. It's been a really long time since I've been to a USO, but airport lounges are quite a bit better. But if you're in a USO, you're probably pretty young, so you can rough it really well. So come to Rio Carnival in March and party with the other Uncle Luke. Book 5 nights at Hilton Copacabana. Okay, March, I'll be in Portugal. So won't be this March, but I'll have to. That's something I'll have to plan. Woodsy's been to Vietnam. That's awesome. You guys got me really, really curious about Vietnam, man. From what I understand, Vietnam Airlines will fly from SFO to Ho Chi Minh City or Saigon on Vietnam Airlines, and you can book that with Avianca. I think, yeah, you can book it with Avianca Life Miles and get a direct flight from either SFO or LAX to Vietnam. Okay, I don't want to butcher your name, but is it worthwhile to get a hotel credit card? Most folks will overwhelmingly say yes. A lot of hotel credit cards are keeper cards, very valuable. Look, have you gone through the Amex offers? They have Hyatt offer. I think the Amex is trying to make, yeah, they do. I get quite a few Hyatt offers. And right now on the travel side of Amex offers, they've got some serious hitter offers with Air France, with a lot of different airlines. Just if you're paying cash right now, there's a lot of great offers. Guys, we got 125 people in there. Hit the like button for me. Oh, hit the like button. We still have a lot of people in here. I know it's getting a little bit late and the football comes on in a half an hour, but I think I got a half an hour left in me. I think the word is out on Visa gift cards where I live. The one Office Max in my city is perpetually sold out. Still only been able to use my Ink Cash for internet. Yeah, here's the thing. Like somebody asked earlier if the banks listen to these videos and stuff, and I'm not saying for sure that they do, but I do know that Chase does not want folks talking about that openly. They don't want credit card channels instructing people to use their cards like that. So in a private setting, that might be something somebody talks about, but I don't want to talk about it on my channel right now. I don't even have Chase links, so it doesn't really affect me much. But for some reason, that I don't want that technique to go away, if that makes sense. Newark to is that Singapore to Saigon in January? Longest flight ever, man. Good luck. It's awesome. What are you flying? Singapore Airlines. I love Singapore Airlines. I think there's a flight from yeah. T2. There's a and it's on Vietnam Airlines, and I think you can book it with your Life Miles, which I'm a big fan of Life Miles. Yeah, Sonny's done that flight. Long flight. Okay, here's a good James. Do you think the Surpass card is a good daily card to build up? Yes, I think it's a great card. It's easy to get the annual fee back. I think the 6X categories, I think you can get plenty of value with that. Yeah, I think, and in my opinion, if you have the Surpass, you've got to put $15,000 on it to get the free night. Yes, I think it's a great card. Recently been loving the Capital One portal. 5 times flights, 10 times. Yeah, running yet to run any issues. I have not run into any issues with the Capital One portal either. I haven't used it a ton, but since you have to use it for the credit, I have used it. I used it for a really cool hotel in Amsterdam. No problems there. Well, okay, what's this? Which would be your favorite hotel branded credit card? Also, hotel branded card versus Amex and Platinum. My favorite hotel credit card has to be the Hilton Aspire, but I think that only works if you're traveling a certain amount and if you are loyal to Hilton. But I think there's so many. I think the Hilton Aspire is great. I think the Hilton Surpass is great. Um, I think the IHG cards, both consumer and business cards, are great. Um, the Marriott card, the high-end Marriott card, I think is great. I don't have it, and I don't plan on getting it because I don't stay at Marriott. But I think all of them provide tons of value. Luke, is Australia, New Zealand on your list? You remind me of someone to do a safari in the outback. I would really love to, but it comes back to the time thing. When I retire, if I can maintain my physical conditioning, then I'll have plenty of time to do that. Right now, I'm looking at maybe, let me see here, 50 months until I can retire, 52 months. So that's why I'm dropping the weight and getting kind of in better shape, because I want to be able to do that stuff when I retire, and I don't have these time constraints, because I can't really go to Australia for 5 days. That would suck. What's the easiest airline to find 2 first-class award tickets on? A Chawe would probably be pretty easy. But 2, if you're doing last-minute stuff, Lufthansa. But you only get those, I think, 72 hours before the flight. Easiest first class. It's tough to get those Singapore suites, but you can get them. I mean, when they come out, those are tough, man. Because I don't really even look for first class. I think you can do Emirates. I don't even look for first class. I'm okay with business. Maybe box a kangaroo. Wolf. I don't bother. I would not bother. We had a bar here in Columbus that you could box a kangaroo. I don't know why anybody would want to do that. David William likes the IHG hotel card. Yeah, he's right. It's good. When you go to Rio, AA business as low as 45K. Love that. Also, Etihad, super easy. Have you checked out Daily Drop's new award availability? No, I have not. No, but maybe I will. I use Seats.aero. I'm 47. I'll be, but I have a firm retirement age of 52. I'm done doing what I do at 52. Now, I'm never really going to retire, but as far as what I do for a living, 52, that's a hard number for me. Unless something really, really amazing changes that. Yeah, well, and like I said, David, I'm not actually ever going to retire. I'm just going to be done with my with my day job, and I'll have my pension, and I got some other stuff going on. I'm somebody who's going to be doing something till I die, but I'll have a lot more time to do that kind of stuff when I hit 52. Way off topic. What do you think about the Tyson fight? Okay, can I say some controversial stuff about boxing? Love boxing. And maybe this is so. I'm 47. I grew up in the 90s when Mike Tyson was beating everybody up. What do I think about this Tyson fight? Not really interested. He's a 50 upper 50s guy. He still has good star power and celebrity. I'm not interested in watching him fight, not even a little bit. But I'll say this, and I want some. Tell me what you guys think about this. I want somebody in the comments to tell me the best fighter Mike Tyson beat. And I'll even lower the bar. Just name me one great fighter he beat. And you can't say Larry Holmes because he was 67 years old. This is what I mean by that. I love Mike Tyson for the entertainment value, but Mike Tyson didn't beat anybody good. He and Mike Tyson wouldn't beat any of the greats. No way. Now, I know a lot of people won't like that, but that's just, and I love boxing. And I would watch Mike Tyson if he was in his prime, but Mike Tyson, Michael Spinks was 186 pounds, and he was good. Michael Spinks was no heavyweight, and he was not a great heavyweight. But he was a good boxer. So, but that's you're never going to hear Michael Spinks among great boxing names. Plus, he was tiny. What's it? Do you do anything besides property management for your day job? I don't do property management for my day job. One of the things about my channel is I don't talk about my day job if I don't have to, and I've never really mentioned what I do or where I work. But I've got a regular job. I do property management just for the one property I have right now. When I do retire, I think it'd be a great idea to get some more properties. I don't know if I'd manage them as much as I would just manage the money thing. Because I don't fix toilets. I replace them, but no, I don't have a big property management company, and that's not my day job. Larry Holmes was 67. Larry Holmes was great, but Larry Holmes was 67 years old when Mike Tyson fought him, and that can't count. That can't count. Lewis, okay. Can anybody tell me how Mike Tyson did against Lewis? Mike Tyson didn't beat Lennox Lewis. Didn't even come close. Wouldn't fight him in his prime, and when they did fight, Mike Tyson was not competitive. Do you have a recommendation on flying a family cheapest points? I fly 3. I like to use Avianca Life miles, and they have a few sweet spots. But getting a bunch of award seats, I've always had the best luck on Flying Blue. Never had a problem finding 3 seats. And I've seen 4, 6, 7 seats. Air Canada usually has a lot, not as many, maybe less, a lot less. But Flying Blue has always been my easiest way to get multiple tickets. Cheapest points, you got to get the sweet spots. Flying Blue might be 50,000 Flying Blue miles, but they're going to hit you in the head with taxes and fees. Avianca Life Miles has a bunch of sweet spots. Iberia, Avios has a sweet spot, New York to Madrid. You just really have to get into, if you want, check out my videos on transfer partners. I have a bunch of videos on rating Chase transfer. And when I do that, like I'll mention something like Iberia, and then I'll go over a couple use cases for Iberia. But those videos aren't super new, but most of those sweet spots are still around. Spinks. Knock it off, Michael Spinks. Yeah, Joe Phillips. I never thought about that. Yeah, Mike Tyson was such a celebrity and so entertaining. Mike Tyson never beat Lennox Lewis. Never came close. He didn't beat Buster Douglas. Buster Douglas is a Columbus guy. Mike Tyson didn't beat, but if you want to say that it was controversial and Buster might have been down on the canvas for a little bit long time, maybe. But Galata, Dino, get out of here. Mike Tyson didn't beat Andrew Galata. He never fought Andrew Galata. Unless I'm mistaken, I don't think he ever fought Andrew Galata. David Holyfield beat up Tyson. Yeah, man. I mean, airline cards. Airline cards to me are for the bonuses, not for using them, and not to. Oh man, come on, Buster was the champ. But you're right, Buster didn't have the same career as a lot of the champs. But Buster's still around Columbus and still doing stuff with kids. I think still contributing. Holyfield destroyed Tyson. I bought that fight. Me too. We did. We watched it. Me and Glenn Ardonia watched it in Chesapeake, Virginia, back in the 90s. Yeah, JP Knowledge, Virgin Atlantic now has good deals for families. They have a lot of award availability and a lot of sweet spots, a lot of deals. Uh-oh. Tio was in Fort Lauderdale. Now he's in Cleveland. Oh, how do you go from Fort Lauderdale to Cleveland, man? I'm feeling sorry for you now. You'll make it though. You'll be in Phoenix in no time. Luke, you and Mrs. Luke are going to wait for a Virgin promotion. Now listen, I accidentally transferred my Virgin miles to the cruise thing. I did, and I was like, well, I guess I have to take it now. I did some research, and we're not going to take a Virgin cruise. That seems like it's more younger, and not really my thing. I don't even know if my wife wants to do a cruise. Dino says Tyson fought Andrew Galata. I don't remember that. Did Andrew Galata hit him in the balls? If you guys don't know, Andrew Galata, he's Polish, right, Dino? Guy from Poland. He kept punching Riddick Bowe, pow, pow, in the balls. Beat him up, but got disqualified. What a great era of boxing. Oh, man. Ian lives down the street from Hagler's. Is that Brockton? Is that where you live, Brockton? Is that Brockton, Mass? Is that where that guy's from? I was a big Hagler fan. That dude was, man. You talk about boxing. That dude was hard as nails. He was a real boxer. He did it the hard way. He did everything the hard way. Oh, man. Hagler. I still remember as a kid watching Hagler Leonard, and I thought Hagler won. Connor Hanley. I think it's fine to transfer Amex points to Marriott at 1-to-1 and UR points to Hilton at 1-to-1. Okay, I'm hoping those are mixed up because UR points don't transfer to Hilton. But I would push back on that. I don't think it's worth transferring Chase points to Marriott at all. I'd rather just book it in the portal. But it's not bad if you're topping something off. Basaden. Right now, the City Strata Premier is actually the best hotel credit card. I don't know. I think it's a good credit card. It's really good for hotels. I don't know if it's the best. Not the best for me, but Francis, what was it? Franciscan student. Kind of hard to read when it's really small and it's all together. Chase Sapphire Preferred trifecta plus Venture X is better than the CSR trifecta in many ways. Oh, we got some love from China. What do you guys think? That Chase Sapphire Preferred trifecta plus the Venture X is better than the CSR trifecta? I think that's very, very interesting. I think that's it's a good take. Yeah, David Ruiz talking about the Virgin. They have no kids. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great deal if you want to take a Virgin cruise. And I think if we were younger and wanted to party really hard, we would do it. We got Bang Paul. Love your channel. Much love from China. Have you guys noticed that YouTube has had a ton of vloggers going to China in the last couple weeks? I'm trying to think of the city, what it's called. It's the world's largest city. I've seen like 6 or 7 vloggers just happen to be in the world's largest city in China in the last couple weeks. I'd love to go to China. Love to. It'd been so fun. It's definitely on the list one day. David's never done a cruise. I did a cruise. I did 2 of them in the Navy. Me and Dino did one together. But I did a cruise. I liked it. I thought it was fun. What do we got time-wise, guy? Okay, we're hour and 20 minutes. We're going to have about 10 minutes left, guys, because I got to watch this Bengals game with Carlos. Brad Groover. Hyatt hotels aren't actually all that. Their portfolio is subpar. I'm not going to disagree with you, man. I'm not going to disagree with you at all. Beijing, yeah, I would probably want to do. I'm not familiar with a lot of cities in China. I would want to do a big main city and maybe like a Macau or something. I don't gamble, but I would like to see all that stuff. PG, my Boricua brother, being loyal to hotel chains or hotel currencies because of status or earning rates makes us forget there are better hotels around. I'm not going to argue with you there either, man. And that's why I've considered dropping hotel loyalty to seek deals and to seek the exact hotel I want to stay at, and maybe find those really cool individual properties that aren't part of a chain. Uh-oh. Doctor says he stayed at Hyatt and Salt Lake City was trash. Yeah, I like the True by Hilton. Those are really convenient. Yeah. I mean, Ian says he's scared to go to China because I talk so much shit about the government during COVID on the internet. Well, that's my problem with Russia. I've never talked trash about Russia, but I can't justify the risk in going to Russia. I think there's a tiny chance you run into trouble there, but I think that's enough chance to where I might not ever be able to go. And I would really like to visit Russia. Really would, but I understand what you're saying about maybe not so much super trust with the governments. Anthony James, redeeming points for discounted gift cards is the best option for most people. What do you guys think? James V eats a bag of turtle chips weekly. I like it. I'm going to eat these here in a little while. Yeah, millennial money, mom. And you're Russian. Okay, well, my thing is with Russia is, and it's a little bit less of a concern now because I'm not exactly a American fighting man age, but I think a fighting age man with a military background or any type of can be really suspicious to them. And and even though I'm older now, so I probably don't fit that profile anymore, it's still, I could just see so much like, what are you doing here by yourself? With your first trip to Russia. Why are you here by yourself with no business plans? I just skeptical, man. I really love to go though. But I think it's cool you're Russian. Oh boy, what's the most overrated place you visited? Overrated? That's a tough question, man. I don't think I've ever been asked that. Overrated. What are some overrated places? If I have to say the overrated, man, I'm going to go to Italy. I think it's overrated for me, and I'm going back there in June. There's got to be a place where I just went and I was like, it's not. That's tough, man. I'm gonna have to get back to you. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, Dubai. Dubai is overrated. And it just clicked in my head. Me and Dino went to Dubai, and everything you see on Instagram is all the same places, and that's all there is in Dubai. Unless maybe if you have a nightlife issue. We didn't do any of the nightlife, but all the stuff in Dubai is just that stuff. Super overrated, in my opinion. Given how much you travel internationally, what phone? Here's the thing: I use AT&T, and it's set to when I leave the country, it charges me $10 a day. Some people are going to say, "Hey, that's way too expensive." But here's the deal: I don't even know what a SIM card is, so I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to get a plan. I don't have to get this and that. It doesn't interrupt the service at all, and I only stay there 5 days, so it might only cost me $50. And I know that's probably too expensive, but for me, it's the easiest way to go. Sweden. Michael, you saying Sweden's overrated? Most overrated Disney. Yeah. Tough to argue that. Born Buckeye, moved from Upper Arlington. Yeah. To Virginia. Okay. I lived in Virginia too. Joey Business is teeing it. So duty calls. Enjoy the channel. Head to Dan the Baker. Okay. All right, man. Dan the Baker passed Grandview off 33. Gotcha, man. Disney World's overrated. Yeah, it is. Italy is way too touristy, horrible. Yeah, I agree. But my wife wants to go. So yeah, Fly with Rookie Dubai is big time overrated. It was okay to go, and the biggest reason I wanted to go was just because of the hype. There's the big hype. Let's go check it out. And I got to fly Q suites, so that was super cool. Dubai is Vegas on crack. A review of the Redstone Federal Credit Union. I have videos on the credit card and how I got it, but it's geofenced now. So if you don't live in northern Alabama or western Tennessee, you really can't get it. There's Dino. Dino's been on a couple cruises. Dirty old sailor. Verizon is now free worldwide roaming. Okay. We'll have to check that out. Huge game tonight, Uncle Luke. Yep. Yeah, I'm going to be watching it with Carlos. I took the day off work tomorrow, not just because of the game, but that was kind of the deciding factor. I can stay up. I get up at 5 a.m. So I don't stay up late. You know, I always tell people I had to leave the lives to go to sleep, but yeah, JP, I don't even know I have an iPhone and I know how to use it. But when people say I have to get a SIM card and I have to do this, I'm not doing that stuff. I'll pay the money. I'm not going to some shisty, sketchy cell phone store and buying a data plan. I'm not doing any of that stuff. No, thank you. Listen, I don't deserve to have to go to other countries and do that. Maldives might be overrated. Yeah, I don't know. I don't plan on going there. Disney Sea in Tokyo is amazing and underrated. Okay. Luke, did you touch on you can get just as much value from a low? Nope. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Let me get to JP knowledge. Airline status is so not worth it unless you get it naturally. Totally agree, JP. It's a waste of time, effort to focus on it. Buy the seat you want. JP's the man. I agree. If you don't have airline status, you don't need airline status. Shred says 1 cent per point travel redemption is perfectly fine. It's fine sometimes. Like I like the high value cent per point stuff. But I'll say it 100 times and sometimes it'll sink in. If you're only getting 1 cent per point, you're probably better off with a cashback setup. Aaron says Venture X is a glorified double cash card. Don't agree. Bianca, people praise Chase and avoid getting 524's trash. I agree. Boxer. No. Hoard for emergencies. Okay, honestly, just haven't had to use any points to transfer. Don't hoard points. Cash them out if you're not using them. Where are we at here, man? I got Ian. Built and Wells will still be garbage by year end, but maybe next year. Man, I don't cover Built. I don't have a whole lot of knowledge about Built, but Wells is on a come up, man. Wells is trying to make it, and I think Wells is well on their way. They're doing the right things. I know where you're at, Boxer. Hold on, you're on the other community post. Yep, Boxer. Controversial opinion from Boxer in the chat here. You don't need a high annual fee card to get great value for maximum redemptions. Blue Business Plus the gold card works for the casual traveler. Capital One, a Quicksilver for the catch-all, and a Saver One and Venture One. 0 annual fees, and you can get transfer partners. Next on his list is the Freedom Flex, Ink Cash, and Unlimited with the Ink Preferred. Then he's got City, Custom Cash, and the City Strata Premier. All the annual fees total $515. Listen, I've been that idea has been working around my head for a few months now, and I kind of call it the just give me the points concept. If you don't need the lounges and you don't need all the extras, and you just want to amass the most points possible through organic spend and book the flights and hotels you want, I agree. You don't need a premium travel card. You can take those setups you're talking about and you can accrue tons of points. And if I'm booking a first class flight and I'm booking a suite at the Hyatt anyway, what do I care about lounge access? I'm getting it anyway with my plane ticket. I agree, man. All right, guys. Hour and a half. I think we're good. I do. I want to find out somehow what. Maybe I'll do a community post during the week to see how you guys liked the what's it called? I'm sorry. The trytreats.com idea. Do you think that's something I could do every couple weeks on our lives? Just taste like 3 or 4 of the items and do it live. I think it's a great idea because I think it's fun. But I'm going to do a community post and maybe make a poll and let me know what you guys think. I'm going to get off here and watch these Bengals beat up on the Ravens. Like I say all the time, and I stole it from somebody else, you guys could be anywhere, but you're right here, right now. And I appreciate every single one of you guys. And just thank you for being part of the community. And good night. We will see you in 2 weeks on Thursday night. I don't know if I'll have new Snick Snacks, but if I still have the South Korean stuff, I have enough in there to taste. And Carlos can rate it. And we'll do the same segment. But thank you guys. I appreciate all the compliments and the comments. We'll see you in 2 weeks. And I have a couple more videos coming out this week. Good night.